Hey guys, Golden Pokemon here, and welcome to part 2 of our two-part Sword and Shield Battle Styles ETB box opening. We just finished opening on our last video the red Battle Styles ETB, the Elite Trainer box, and this time we're going to open the blue Elite Trainer box. And the reason we're doing this is we want to try to figure out the ratio and the odds of this product in value versus a booster box. Now, the first one we opened, we were lucky enough to have five out of 8 packs that had hits in them. 1 V, 1 V Max, and 3 holo rares. Now, if I took 8 packs from a booster box and said, pick 8 packs and you got 5 hits in 8 packs, you'd be pretty happy. So I would say win would go to the Elite Trainer box for better value over the booster box. But we can't just take one Elite booster box, Elite Trainer box and say that are the odds of what is expected in every product. So we're going to open more than one, and it'd be fitting to open the blue Elite Trainer box since we opened the red one already and see, well, I don't think color is going to have something to do with it in terms of red or blue, whether one is better over the other. But let's open it anyways. First, we can take a quick peek and just look at the box. Now, of course, we have the other Urshifu on this one. And we have what looks like just the print on the outside carton. And I'm curious to see whether this one has both English and French because of Canadian. No, it doesn't look like it. So they don't do anything in terms of multi-language for the overwrap. But we can open it up here. I'm doing it with this because unfortunately my little penknife has been bombarded with all the white chalking that came from the wrapping of the booster boxes, which was a huge quality issue. I've been cleaning up for days everywhere, all over the desk, all over the floor, all the little flakes from the chalk. All right, here we go. Of course, we get that player's guide that we mentioned earlier. And of course, my favorite part of that player's guide is not just the strategies that are involved here. There are a lot of things to look at in terms of the single and the rapid strike strategies that are involved in this new play format. But also, my favorite part is, of course, the checklist, which, as I mentioned earlier, I like the fact that there is both the reverse and regular spot for the collecting to check off as a checklist. And of course, you have the fun pages of all the massive hits, and there are lots of them in this. The trainers are awesome. The alternate arts are amazing, and we're loaded with favorites. Gold Houndoom, you know, people want the Tyranitar. Their Corviknight's pretty popular. You got Mimikyu, you got Victini, you got a ton of really, you know, the Crozma, of course, the Urshifu's, the alts. You got a ton of really popular stuff outside of your OG characters. So I like it because it's not all focused on just OGs and Charizards. We've had a lot of that for a lot of different products. So I'm kind of over that. Again, too, I didn't do this on the last video, but let's do it on this one because I think it's kind of fun. But we have the cool art, and if you guys don't know about this, then you haven't been open very many of these, but of course the Elite Trainer boxes open up into these art panels, which are really, really cool. And I like them because my kids hang them up on the inside of their bunk beds, underneath their beds. So this will end up going in there, but for now we'll just do that so it doesn't get all bent up. And let's get into the box itself. So of course you've got this cool embossed finish. And like the other one, you have 2 different designs on each side. You've got this cool rippling effect with the color coding, and you've got this edge thing. Never really looked at the fold over, but it all looks pretty good. Some quality stuff here, but it's a nice alternative to the old school boxes, which were just square. The rest of it, I think, is just silk screen. This looks like a silk screen. This looks like a silk screen here. So not embossed. All right, we'll go into the inside. As I mentioned the last one, we have the new Pokemon Training Game Rules book, which has the 2 Urshifu's, Rapid and Single Strike, on there over the Sword and Shield one, which was used in most of the ETBs of all the Sword and Shield product. We have, of course, a package of energy cards. We have the cool dividers, which, of course, are different on each side. Very, very awesome. We have a code card for that, which, to be honest, isn't worth very much because there is no promo in here. We have the new sleeves, which, like I mentioned, are not clear. They have a matte finish that basically deadens out the color and the holographics of any of the cards you put in here. Boo on these sleeves. This side is cool. This side is not. We also have, of course, the markers. And we have something in. Why would there be one of these things in here? That's weird. Okay. And we have the dice. which along with the red dice, I like a lot. Why? It's got the cool Battle Styles 1 on this side, and I like this color combination over the most recent ones, like the green and the brown and some of the strange colors that were in the recent ETBs. I can live with this. I can live with this. These are color codes I like. Give me a green set, I'll be happy, and we got the 3. Then, no promo card, and we've got the 8 packs. So let's just get right into the boosters, because we've talked a lot about all the different things and issues that we've seen. I just want to open them up, and we want to open up to see, can we beat or do better than a booster box? Beating it or doing better, I would say, is 50% or better, because there aren't 50% hits in all these booster boxes. So if you get 4 or more hits in this ETB, this is just my opinion, you've done well. So let's go ahead, open it up. I will try not to show the code card so that we don't show if we get a hit or not, but I will accumulate them on the side so we know at the end how many hits we actually got. So we have a Morpeko, Durant Ant, Single Strike Style Mustard Trainer, Galarian Slowpoke, Formantis, Memorade, Cubone, Ponyard, ooh, cool, Entei, Rare Reverse, and it looks like we got something here. I see some edge. That's an energy card. That's not what we're looking for. But we got something already, and we have a, ooh, Single Strike Urshifu VMAX. How ironic. We got the red in the blue, but we did get this right away. Now, like I mentioned earlier, VMAX in most of the boxes I've opened so far are 1 or 2 per booster box. So right away, we've pulled the equivalent of 1 or half of a booster box of VMAXs, which right away means from a VMAX standpoint, we have beaten the odds of what we expect to get in a booster box in the first pack. I mean, there's 8, but to get 1 in 8 packs, you'd have to open 1 in, what's the number here? I'm looking for 1 in 18 packs or 1 in 36 packs to get a VMAX. So far we're doing excellent. That's an excellent start to this ETB process, this evaluation, this review. It's just an overview, guys. You can't take this to heart. I don't know what the actual odds are. I am just doing it from example to see whether or not we do better with one or the other. Whoops, I made a mistake. All right, here's an energy card. Rapid Strike Energy, Experience Share, Karkle, Scatterbug, Cubone, which is one of the few OGs in the set, Murkrow, Tepig, Hone Edge, Cherubi, and we have a Primeape. All right, another OG, Single Strike Primeape. I haven't really looked at any of the attacks here. It says this attack does 50 damage to each of your bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Of your benched ones. Does 50 damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has damage counters on it. Okay, that's not bad if you got counter to, I don't know, some of these attacks that have, you know, bench damage distribution. So, okay, interesting. I wouldn't use it, but just something different. Okay. So let's get into this one right away. Tower of Darkness. Whoops, sorry guys. I'm going to move the scissors. They're sitting next to my arm, and I'm very cautious that I don't want to get hurt myself. My kids keep calling me a klutz these days. I was never a klutz as a child, but as I get older and have children, it seems to be an ongoing thing that I hurt myself more often. So let's be safe. Pachirisu, Chimcho, Honedge, Horsey, Mankey. Love Mankey. That's cool. 2 OGs there. Got 2 OGs. Cubone. And what do we have here? We got a rare, and we got another Steelix. Very cool. So that's a holo rare. So that would be another hit if you're opening packs. That would be a white code card hit. So I count it as a hit. And so we have 2 out of 3 so far from this ETB. Odds are probably, I mean, I think I pulled 8 on one box, 4 on another. So there are a good chance that we are pulling 4 per box. So if you're going to beat the box odds on this, 3 ETBs per, I mean, if you get 2, you're getting 2 or 3, you're getting about half a booster box worth of holo rares, which in my book means you've done better than the odds, because this is a lot less expensive than a half of a booster box. You know, I can't really speak pricing because every market has a different price if you're in the US or if you're in Canada. So it's not really always relevant. An Onyx reverse foil, and we have a Victreebel, another OG, but it is just a regular rare. So we'll put that on the side, and the energy card here. Seems like I missed a rare, it might be in the pile. I'll organize it later. All right, that's pack number 4. We're on to the last half of it. So, do the card trick here. Okay, Rapid Strike Mustard, Cheryl. Wow, be great if we get a Cheryl card in this. A full art or a rainbow. I'll take either one. Zubat, Remoraid, Onyx, Mawile, Cherubi, Dottler. That's cool. Dottler reverse foil. And we have a Galarian Mr. Rime, which is a regular rare. I am happy that we're opening a new product. I did like Shining Fates, don't get me wrong. I think the only thing that got stale was seeing the same common cards every single pack over and over and over and over again. I think they could have done a little bit better and given us some more commons. You know, I know it's nobody wants commons, but you know, to have 1,000 of the same commons is a little bit long in the tooth. All right, Single Strike Energy, Camping Gear, Glameow, Galarian Slowpoke, Yamper, Murkrow, Salandit, Horsey Reverse, and do we pull something? It looks like a rare, is it a, and a Licky Licky. Okay, so that would be pack number 5, no, 6. 6 packs already. So we have 2 hits and 6 packs. Now, if we get 2 more hits in here, I would say we've done better than a booster box. Roughly, right? I mean, 6, 4, 12. I mean, that would be half of the pack. So you're doing half as good as the pack. So you wouldn't get 18 hits. So if we don't, if we get 3, it's kind of a tie, I guess, if I have to do the math. And if we don't get any, then this ETB was not worth the value. All right. Sound fair, guys? So let's see if we get another hit and see if this ETB is better or just as good as the last one and better than the odds in the booster box. Cheryl, Horsey, we're getting a lot of the same commons too. Cherubi, the weird, Licky Tongue, Electabuzz, Esper, Spoink reverse foil, and, okay, is it a foil rare at least? No, it's a Vivillon. All right, guys, that's, and I don't know if you've ever seen Vivillion's number. It's 666. It's the 66, it's the devil. The so-called 666 one. It doesn't look very threatening to me, the Vivillon. Looks pretty nice to me, so strange number choice for that Pokemon, but anyways, that's what it is. Japanese people may not look at that number in the same way. Okay, last pack. Will we pull something in here? Will we pull something like a gold card? And that's the other thing too. We might pull all these kind of hits, but if you go through all these ETBs and you don't get a gold card or rainbow, then you're going nowhere close to the odds on a booster box. Because you know that 1 in 2 booster boxes is going to have a secret rare. All right, guys. Have we beaten it? Have we at least tied the odds of a booster box with this? Bisharp, Single Strike Energy, Camping Gear, Spoink, Roly-Coly, Frillish, Esper, Blipbug, Indeedee, and, oh, is it a, oh, it's a Jellicent. Okay, all right, so let's go back through and I'm going to pull up the code cards and we're going to see the explanation here. We went the last 5 packs with nothing, so we only got 2 hits in 8 packs. 2 hits in 8 packs. All right, not the best. If I take the 2 ETBs, we would have 7 hits in 16 packs. So 7 hits in 16 packs would be 14 hits in 32 packs. You know, I could do the percentage, but it's close between the two, but I wouldn't say it's the best. I'll do the math really quick here, guys, while you're on, just to give you an idea. But it's probably 7 Vs and special cards, plus anywhere between 5 and 6 of the other ones. Let's say it's 5 and divided by 36, we're talking about 33%. If you take the two ETBs together, we had 5 plus 2, that's 7, 7 over 16. 7 over 16 is almost 15%, it's about 43%. So far, collectively, the odds have been better. But if you were to take the odds on their own, you're talking about, let's say, oops, 12 divided by 36, 33%. 2 divided by 8 is 25%. This ETB was not as good as buying a booster box. So that just goes to show it's kind of hit and miss with the ETBs. Again, we did get a VMAX. Between the two box ETBs, we did get 2 VMAXs, which would probably be on the high side or at least equal to what you would get in a booster box. And we got 1 V. So 2 ETBs, I would say, would be about 2/3, maybe 2/3 to, depending on your value proposition. I didn't pay very much for these booster boxes, so the ETBs have a high ratio, about 2 to 3, about 66% of the value proposition of a booster box, even though it only offers 16 packs. So in the end, it would only be 24 packs versus 36 on the value proposition. But on a pure pack-to-pack ratio base point, this ETB is not as good value as buying a booster box. So it's split 1-to-1, 1 win for the booster box, 1 win for the Elite Trainer box. I will probably end up opening a third one, and that would be the deciding factor on whether the value of an ETB really makes any sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the analytics of it. I wish I had fancy graphics, but I'm not that guy. I'm not that good with the graphic stuff. So that just gives you a picture on what we think the ratio and the odds are for this kind of product. I'm hoping the next box is better because I am collecting the set and I'd like to see a little more smoke and hits. I appreciate the VMAXs, but you know, we all want some full arts, some trainers, some gold cards, some rainbows. We want the good stuff. So if the next Elite Trainer box shows us some goodies, I'm going to give the win to the Elite Trainer box right off the bat. So stay tuned for another video, and hopefully you guys enjoy the analytics and the analysis, the review, and the preview of both the red and the blue Elite Trainer box for Sword and Shield Battle Styles. Thanks, guys.